What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Wisco Madman, coming at ya with another reaction video. If you guys haven't already, please be sure to smash that like button down below, hit that sub, and flip the notifications over to all. Now, we checking out some more Upchurch. Been quite a few developments lately, and I'm trying to keep up with it while I can before I get too busy. If you see me start lagging behind with any of this kind of day-to-day what's going on shit, country rap community stuff, it's probably because I got busy at work, or maybe I just got overwhelmed with it all. But it's early in the season yet. I'm not too busy at work yet. Your boy's gonna be on nights again Sunday. So anyway, we're gonna get into this one. It says their brains fried. Church dropped this right after I dropped my reaction to his first one, which was kind of cool. Just want to shout out, man, like, I respect the hell out of you for pumping people up like that. Just throwing it out there for you. But yeah, let's jump up into this one. Almost there. There. Okay.
What in the hell do these certain country rap dudes, what do you want from me, motherfucker? Y'all ain't making no sense. The fans are looking at what y'all are doing and they're like, we're confused. They're coming to me and asking me what's going on, and to be real, I don't have an answer because I think it also looks confusing. I don't act like y'all, I don't do the things y'all do, and I'm just in this shit for different reasons than you guys. It's apparent that I'm a whole ass different kind of person.
Dude, that's the truth, but I want to throw it out there too, like the confusion. Dude, I've expressed that explicitly with a lot of this shit, man. Like, I ain't got no problems with church. I mean, I guess I still listen to some of the other people's music, you know, like Broadnax. I ain't completely out the door on him yet, but the shit that's going on right now, like, I ain't with it. I don't understand where he's coming from, because he you know, I just seen a fucking video just before I jumped on here on Instagram, him talking about, like, making me out to be a liar. I'm not gonna be made out to be a liar, and you know, I'll show you where this creation idea came from and all this kind of stuff. Like, dude, I'm open to hearing shit for sure. And, you know, if those guys were to jump on a live, I'd try to tune in and at least watch. Maybe not be in the chat, but at least watch. But honestly, dude, I don't understand. I don't understand, because you're saying that this idea didn't come from church. Really? Because I remember church talking about this on numerous occasions. But specifically, just a few months before, all of a sudden, this is a big idea. Explain then. Instead of trying to bait church into a fucking live by keeping that fact out, like, if you're gonna jump on Instagram and say some shit, then show the receipts, bro. You're saying it ain't what he said, then show it. I know you don't want this back and forth through videos. I get that part and why you want him on a live. That's cool, but it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, because if you had the receipts, I feel like you would have shown them already.
For sure. Because, I mean, damn, bro, when y'all talk online, it's like y'all are reading a script. You can't even just go off the fly and just talk about something. I mean, fuck, man. Is this why everybody comes to me like, bro, what?
Yo, and on the topic of reading a script, like, that was kind of what I got the feel, especially after Broadnax made a mention, like, even the people closest to you, you know, like, kind of hinting at, like, your closest friends, your family, like, dude, that ain't a good look. You know what I mean? Like, it just sounds like somebody told you to say that shit.
But how'd you do it? What's the blueprint? What fucking blueprint are you talking about? There ain't one.
Being a real motherfucker, that's it.
Be yourself? There's the fucking blueprint. Then they're like,
See?
no, there's got to be more to it.
Nah.
If there is, I don't know about it. Or I didn't use it. What the fuck do you want me to say to you, dude?
You know, I can't speak to the music end of it, but creator end of it, being on YouTube end of it, like the one thing I can say that I want to get into researching is SEO stuff. And I say SEO stuff, it might be trash, it might be bullshit, and maybe it's just luck of the fucking draw. But truth is, like, I'm not thinking that I would be the biggest creator. I'm just saying I feel like the way YouTube works, anyways, and TikTok's a perfect example because, like, TikTok, I don't even have that many followers on there, and every time I make a video, I feel like that shit shoots the fuck up if it's a decent video. Like, a couple thousand views and shit. Like, granted, a lot of it's rewatch, but still, that's at a bare minimum hundreds more people seeing my video than what goes on YouTube in a matter of days versus like shit that I've had out for fucking years, dude. So rather than going on too much of a rant on it, I guess what I'm getting at is the one part of the blueprint, I guess, that I would love to understand if it works is at least like SEO, like what to tag stuff with, if I need to do something with my thumbnails or whatever the fuck. You know, putting certain words in the description so it shows up in your search box more often or something. Outside of that, I don't know. And even on the tags end of things, like I've heard a couple different ends of things. Include all the tags, like anything that could possibly be related to your stuff. And obviously, within reason, keep it relevant to the like hashtag Creek Squad when it's an Upchurch thing, or music reaction or whatever, you know, or when I post a concert video, hashtag concert or something, you know, whatever. But I'm basic, dude. I ain't with the whole I'm popular and I'm an Instagram person. No, I don't know none of that. So I want to learn more on it. But I guess what I was getting at is that's one of the things. If tags makes a difference, I've done a lot of them. Maybe I'm missing something. And I've also had the recommendation from a friend that like does this shit damn near professionally, like telling me they've had multiple people tell them at the higher end of things like only use 2 or 3 like tags, otherwise you get marked as spam. So I don't fucking know, dude. I'm still playing with it, but it's something I want to definitely learn more. So I understand that part of the blueprint, but like what he's talking about more so being on the end of like, oh, is there a blueprint to getting, you know, success in music and stuff like that? No, bro, just be yourself. Like from that end of things, like don't fake nothing. Because if you fake shit outside of like labels pushing stuff, fake people don't make it. Because normal people that are like watching this kind of independent scene are watching it for genuineness, not just because you're independent. They want to see something that actually relates to them. They want to hear about your life, your whatever. Like, it ain't stop faking it. Stop planning something out like, oh, I'm gonna do whatever to catch some viewers. Like, nah, like show us the honest shit that you like to do, the honest shit that goes on in your life and stuff like that. Not this fabricated bullshit.
Then they're like, well, church only cares about its fucking self.
No.
Are you serious right now? What are you talking about? I'm the last person that I care about.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously. Bro, everything's been documented thus far. Do you not see what the fans are saying to y'all? The listeners are saying to y'all?
Right?
Yeah, y'all are getting fucking demolished right now. Why? Because what do they say in hip-hop? You didn't do the fucking homework. You didn't do the fucking homework.
True.
Y'all sitting here preaching about making the genre fucking bigger, making it bigger. How? You don't know how to do nothing that involves music, dude.
And to add to that, shit, I lost it. Let me re-listen quick. Sorry, guys.
Are saying to y'all, the listeners are saying to y'all, yeah, y'all are getting fucking demolished right now. Why? Because
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So when I say some shit like true, or I agree with church and shit like that, you know, your people that don't look into it are gonna be like, oh, he's dick riding them, bro. There's shit I don't see the same way as church. Like that's just what it is. We're not, I don't think any two people are going to see literally everything the same. But it's the core of the matter. We have like similar visions, similar views on life. So yeah, I'm going to agree with a lot of what the motherfucker's saying, not to mention he's being fucking real. So a lot of what I disagree with is the people that ain't being real. Certain reactors, not saying names when I say negative shit, because I'm not playing that game. But I'll just use an example. The dudes that gotta be out there like freaking out and screaming at the screen and all sorts of stupid ass shit, or screaming at the camera and the mic. Bro, that's weird. It's over the top. Like, people are watching you, just waiting for you to have a mental breakdown, if anything. That's all I can figure, because I don't know. Maybe it's just not my type of shit. Fine. But to me, that's just not genuine. That's a fucking act. Or you're just batshit fucking insane and you need help.
What do they say in hip hop? You didn't do the fucking homework. You didn't do the fucking homework. Y'all sitting here preaching about making the genre fucking bigger, making it bigger. How? You don't know how to do nothing that involves music, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all say shit that is so, like, blatantly, like, what the fuck? Like, how do they not know this? Like, today, I see the video that come out about me. What do you know? And the rapper in the video is, like, trying to say that the church has a problem. The church's problem is he thinks everyone's out to get him. Are you fucking serious?
Pretty sure he's referring to the Instagram video that I just mentioned earlier.
I have zero anxiety about anyone out to get me. Mm-hmm. Why? Because since 2018, everyone's been out to get me. Do you know how many court cases I've had? Bro, there is no anxiety about anybody coming to get me. At this point, I don't give a fuck if everybody's coming to get me. What a dumb fucking comment. The next thing this person said is another one of those, how do you not know this? You're in music, right? He said everybody could tell because even people the closest to you have moved away from you.
That's the comment that I'm talking about. That's the comment I'm talking about, where it's basically saying his own family. Like, bro, especially when you're supposedly there with dude and you're like, I don't know what I want to say necessarily mentor, but like, I always took it as you guys were music buddies and shit like that, had respect for each other, and then you're gonna play some shit like that, like, on the internet, no less. Like, you want to say some shit, say it to his face or over the phone, privately, to him, to down him yet again in front of everybody for some shit that was already public enough that I'm sure church didn't really want everything to be public, even though he shared it for transparency. But can you imagine what it takes for a man to go through that shit and then share it with y'all? Like, in the past, I have shared personal shit that literally fucking scars me. That takes a lot. That takes me, like, putting myself out there because I want to be genuine with you guys. I want to relate to church on another level, or I want to relate to fans or anybody who might be fucking struggling. Like, you know why I want to help people when they're struggling? I want to help people when they're struggling because I've struggled a lot of my life, man. And I'm not saying I haven't had times where life was fucking great, but I've had a lot of times where I felt like, fuck, the whole world's on me. And I don't want other people to feel that way. Or if they do feel that way, I want them to feel some sort of camaraderie or some sort of, like, it'll get better because there's other people that can share your experience with you. So those kind of comments, like putting somebody on blast like that, that's just fucked up, bro. That's just fucked up. And we'll go back just a second because I'm kind of curious what his take was on that.
It is another one of those, how do you not know this? You're in music, right? He said everybody could tell because even people the closest to you have moved away from you. Have you ever seen a fucking music documentary in your life? You didn't watch none of these music documentaries ever as a musician?
For real.
Yeah, there's levels to this shit, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The reason you don't know about people closest to you moving away from you is because you never had $30 million in your bank account. That's why you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch the fucking doc.
Some people speaking from struggle instead of abundance. You know, I love to look to the man as somebody who speaks positive for sure. But after those few statements, just speaking on some of that, like, it's almost like instead of speaking the positivity into life and shit and focusing on the better parts of life and being a better person, he let the struggle speak for a minute. And really just, you know, speak from abundance, bro. That's the way I see it, but I know what Church is talking about, and in his case, in this other artist's case, yeah, absolutely. That dude's not rolling in dough. He might be paying the bills and be fine, but it's different levels of this shit.
Documentaries and you'll learn about it. You're watching one right now and you don't even know it. And that's not me trying to flex or fucking be cool. That's the...
When I die, I'm gonna be a fucking legend. I'm gonna keep saying that. Sorry. Like, the legend speak is going to be in many of my church videos because that's what the fuck we're watching, man. The dude is a fucking legend. Quit now. Don't worry about any of this drama. He's still a fucking legend. He doesn't have to do it no more, man. He literally doesn't. The only reason he's fighting for this shit is because he has a vision. He wants people to see through the bullshit. Like, outside of that, otherwise he could just fuck these people and let them do their thing, but he doesn't want to watch other people get taken advantage of.
Go watch the fucking documentaries and you'll learn about it.
Mm-hmm.
You're watching one right now and you don't even know it. And that's not me trying to flex or fucking be cool. That's the reason I don't like money, dude. I fucking hate the idea of money.
Feel it.
It fucking makes people act nuts.
Yep.
If you want to call the truth flexing, and you want to call me telling you the truth, me having a big ego, go for it. It doesn't matter. You know why? Because there's levels to this shit once again.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not braggadocious. It's just knowledge of these levels.
Facts.
Do you know what it's like for your fucking parents to call you? Be like, can I borrow $390,000? And you as the son, you're like, what the fuck, for what? To pay all my back taxes. You don't know what the fuck that's like. Do you know what it's like to try to have a relationship with your parents?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know what that's like to have a parent come to me and ask for money. Like, at any level. Like, that's gotta be a whole different level of fucked up, bro. Like, I can only fucking imagine. I've heard stories from other people in similar situations that, not the same level, like $390,000, but I can only imagine.
Parents, and they call you, be like, hey, son, you want to come over and hang out? And you get over there, and there's a bunch of fucking people in the driveway waiting for you to sign stuff. You don't know what that's like. You know who does? The artist in the documentaries. Go.
The one thing I will say to call back to sharing my own experiences, the one part I do understand about that, Church, is the fact that, and I understand he's not talking to me, but the fact that for my mom and my situation, like, that was one of the reasons why I couldn't talk to her anymore, is because at the end of the day, all I'm ever gonna be is an image thing to her. And what I mean by that is just like what he's talking about with this, you know, his dad taking advantage of him, and whether it's for image as far as like being the cool guy that my son does this, or it's, you know, just, I don't know, maybe making money off him, be like, hey, you know, you pay me, you can be here, and I'll tell you when my son's gonna be here so you can get shit signed. Or whatever the fuck it is, but it's an image thing. It's I want to be cool because of what somebody else did instead of what the fuck you did. And I'll tell you right now, to this day, no matter what success I haven't talked to that woman in, fuck, it's got to be over 5 years. I don't know. I don't keep track. I don't even know when the last call was, what year it was, to be honest. I just know somewhere, I don't know, 17, 18, 19, somewhere in there. But either way, the point is, shit, that's over 5 years unless it was 19. Goddamn. Because I know it was pre-COVID. But anyway, it's just anything that I do to this point, any success I have, is gonna be her saying, I raised him to be that. Raised me? Tell me when? Before 10 years old? I mean, because you basically started going psycho at like 7 or 8 years old, and then you really went off the fucking handle at 10. So I'm not venting all kinds of dramas, but that's the kind of thing I'm talking about, man, is a lot of people don't understand that. I don't understand his level of shit, but I do understand parents using you like that, or looking at you some type of way, you know, like a cash cow or some shit.
Watch the Elton John movie and watch the scene where he comes to his dad's house. He's happy to see his dad. The only thing his dad wants to talk about is the fucking money. How much money you make. Then what? Then the dad asks for one of his albums, and then he's happy because his dad asked for one of his albums. Then his dad says, well, it ain't for me, it's not my thing, but can you sign this to my friend at work? You don't know what that's like. You're not on that level. And you know, the irony of this is,
the only way I would find that acceptable is assuming you know their intentions and it's not like to show it off to everybody else. They want one of your albums, say you went platinum or something, they're so fucking proud of you. They want one of your albums signed and put it up as memorabilia as a fan would. But for them, it is putting it up as memorabilia as, that's my fucking son. Not to have somebody over and be like, see, that's my son. No. Like, just remembering. Just like a lot of the pictures I have up. It ain't for nobody else. MGK, church over there, fucking Yellow Wolf here, Ren here, fucking MGK concert there, fucking EDM concert with my friends there. That shit ain't for nobody else. That shit's for me, to remind me of good times, to remind me of people I have respect for, to just different shit, you know? It's all for what I'm going to look at on a daily basis to try to keep me... Some of it's to keep me grounded. Some of it's to keep me motivated, to keep me pushing. Like, bedroom, I got a fucking J.J. Watt when he was back at UW-Madison playing for the Badgers. Like, I had so much respect for that dude, because that's one dude, like, that's character. Yeah, I won't even go to the whole story, because that's a whole nother rant. But anyway, look to him as, like, just a reminder of character and shit like that. So that's what I put shit up for. So if a parent wants to put a signed album up because it just makes them smile because they're proud of their son, that's cool. But if they're putting it up for, you know, either to give it away like what he's talking about, give it to their friend or whatever, that's even worse. Like, that's even worse. But I was just trying to talk to the one situation I could understand.
Noticed by Elton John when I was 26 years old.
Oh, hang on. We started halfway in that one.
You don't know what that's like. You're not on that level. And you know, the irony of this is, I got noticed by Elton John when I was 26 years old.
That's fucking dope.
If one of you motherfuckers got noticed by Elton John, your head would have got so fucking big that you couldn't pick it up off the ground from the gravity. That's the difference between me and y'all. So with my career getting as big as it did, and me being a music person who loves music and has watched all the documentaries, I knew what I was in for. So that's why I said I'm staying independent. I've said that from day fucking one. Because I knew from watching these documentaries what the problems were gonna be.
Right.
I already knew.
Dude, like, literally fucking studied this shit. Like, he wanted to achieve so fucking bad that he just obsessed on it. That's the kind of obsession that creates success, bro.
What do? You jump over them and you go around them. How many girls have I got pregnant? Oh, that's right. One. One that went to my high school.
Damn!
How many drugs have I done? How many times have I OD'd?
I like that flex. That's fucking dope. Do you see me getting like 4 motherfuckers pregnant and shit? Nah. I got my lady. That's it. I was disciplined with that shit. Like, flex, boy. Flex.
How many times have everybody seen me at parties doing drugs? Oh, that's right, 0. Well, what do you know? That's 2 of the main problems in all these documentaries with these fucking people.
Mm-hmm.
So you stay the fuck away from them if you...
Which is what they were trying to paint when they're talking about Adderall, bro. Like, they're making it sound like he's crushing up Addies and snorting them. Like, bro, he's not on cocaine. Plain and simple. Like, fuck out of here with that shit. I do know some of the artists that are on the other side of this shit. There's a few. And keep in mind, there's like over 10 motherfuckers that I can think of that are all related to this thing. Not that they're all actively working in it, but they all work with those artists that are actively trying to work against him. And a couple of those dudes have quite the history with drugs. Hell, one of the Instagram lives I came across today, one of those dudes that was on the live, who's live, whatever. Anyway, the point is there was 3 people on there, 2 of which I knew, one of which was friends with one of the people involved in this situation and has been friends for quite some time. The whole reason why I know this dude, and I know he does drugs, or did anyways. So, like, these motherfuckers is wanting to talk. Like, bro, there's more drugs in your scene than his.
Your goal is to do the fucking music.
Oh, and I'm sorry, we're not. THC and alcohol don't count. Whether he does them or not, THC and alcohol do not count. And to be fair, neither do most, like, basic psychedelics either. Like, mushrooms or any of that shit. Like, we're in 2024, guys. Let's realize what Nixon did to the country. Or what his people, his administration did to the country. Like, the DEA whole concept, like, come on. Like, we're talking cocaine, heroin, methamphetamines, shit like that. Yeah, fine. But ain't none of that in his fucking circle.
If you stay away from those things, well, fuck, you can make a fuck ton of music. And you can get really far.
Yep.
How many albums do I have?
30.
Exactly, fool. And you know...
I don't know, I haven't counted lately, but I think I remember him flexing at one point saying 30, but we might just be embellishing, I'm not sure.
No, going back to the whole blueprint
It's
thing.
a lot.
When your life is like mine, and you really had no direction, you just had a dream, that's it.
Yeah.
Your dream ever since you was a kid, become a rapper and a singer.
That's awesome.
And you finally acquire that. And you start meeting these people at shows. And you engage with them, and you ride at mud parks with them, and you have all these very sentimental memories with these people. You know how many people have memories with me, dude? A fuck ton.
That's dope.
Some real ass fucking memories. Well, then what happens? You become the most respected. Who is the most respected?
You know, in the first few times I've seen some shit that he did at concerts to really show that he cared about fans. Like, I don't want to recall things incorrectly, but I know I've seen several videos from him, and if you know, you know. It wasn't even on his channel. Like, I was seeing this shit from other people's concert videos. I was seeing this shit from various sources that were covering shit. That were like, hey man, like, this is what this dude is. And that was well before church even, like, I've watched this dude level up in his social media game, and I know a lot of that's got to do with, you know, surrounding himself with the right people and having some real motherfuckers working around him that know what the fuck to do. Because church will be the first one on a live to be like, hey, Ripta, help me with this shit, or, you know, whatever. Like, when Trevor was around and shit, like, bro, fix this thing. I always laughed at that shit because I'm like sitting over here, like sometimes I even know what the fuck's wrong with it. I'm like, bro, fix this, or share your screen audio or whatever the fuck it is, system audio. But nah, dude, like in those days when I first seen those various concert videos or just videos, candid kind of thing, like Church wasn't even trying to promote himself. Other people were fans of him, sharing things that made them smile or things that made them, look at him as a good person and shit like that, And those are the kind of things that I started seeing well before he ever had the wherewithal within social media. Like, it's not like he was planting this shit is my point. My point is, like, he's not having, hey, go post this video for me. Like, bro, he wasn't like that. And I don't think he's like that now, but he's a lot further now, so who knows what stuff he does and what he doesn't. But I would imagine, knowing his character, that's he's not faking like that, you know what I mean? He's always been real with us, always been genuine.
Acted in country rap, I'm fucking sorry, but it's me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I know it's me. And that's the only problem I can think that y'all motherfuckers got with me. Because everything else, y'all can't. You can say it, but fuck, there's nothing that backs it up. And going back to what the fuck do y'all want?
Like, for real, name one country rapper that has been in the country rap world that has made it as big as him, that hasn't switched up. And I clarify with that, because we give Yellow Wolf the OG, like the GOAT award within country rap, but Yellow Wolf never identified as country rap. He was just Yellow Wolf, dude from Alabama rapping about what he knew. But like Colt Ford, where's he been at? Has he got his recognition at a high level? Not the way I think Church has. Smo, that Church has also shown a lot of respect to, as OGs he used to look up to. Like, where's that dude? You know what I mean? Church has solidified himself as the GOAT of country rap. And I'll reference one more person that people might pull up, Jelly Roll. Like, hell yeah, congrats to Jelly Roll if that's the route he wanted to take, signing up and shit like that. That's fine. But the Jelly Roll I used to react to before he signed up to the Jelly Roll now, I mean, pending any album drop, we don't get the kind of shit from Jelly Roll we got like almost right before he signed up. Like, it's different now. He's a lot more mainstream country style than he is, Like, Save Me's been redone how many fucking times? That song, as far as I knew when it came out, was his, like, solo, his. Not some shit with Lainey Wilson, not some fucking remix with them. Like, it's awesome how big it's got. Like, cool, congrats, man, but obviously he sold the rights to it after he had created it, is what it seems like to me. And it's just different, bro. If you guys know what I mean, you know what I mean. I'm proud of people's success. I was proud of MGK's success, even though I watched him come up. Like, I remember when he got signed, when he's like, fuck yeah, got signed to I'm trying to think, Interscope, that's what it was. I was trying to think of the record label because I didn't want to mention the name of the person he went to go meet with. But anyway, the point is, like, I remember following that story and being so proud of him coming up. But there again, you're talking about somebody who, what he makes now versus what he made then is different because his life experience is different. So, I guess what I'm saying is once they get that level of success into a label stream, they just change. And it's not necessarily their fault. But they're the ones that sign the documents. So,
from me, dude, what the fuck do you want? Because what y'all saying don't make any fucking sense. Mm-hmm. The only word I see popping up in my brain is jealousy, 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 or envy, envy, envy. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, what is it? I've had the same goal and the same passion for this shit since 2015. That's why so many people respect me, because I've respected them and I've kept my fucking word. Is that a problem to you? No.
Genuine from the get-go, bro. That is, I mean, the dude keeps it real. That's just the fact.
Nobody gives a fuck. I've been given the opportunity to sell out more times than there are rappers in this lane of fucking music. I've said no every single time. There's no like in between where it's like, oh, well, he was signed for a year. No, I've been signed never. I've turned down more money than I have ever even imagined of having. Do you know why? Because I've never imagined having a bunch of money. I've only imagined having a goal and being successful at the goal. See, that's a problem with a lot of you motherfuckers. You don't get into this because you like it. You get into it because you see easy money. But you know what's not easy? Persuading the listener of this lane of music.
Facts.
Do you know why country rap is not in the mainstream? Because the listeners of this lane of music want real and authentic. The mainstream gives you scripted and gimmick.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. That's, I mean, I think I was kind of brushing on that earlier, but that's exactly it. That's why I watch these guys. If I'm paying attention to mainstream, I expect fake. It's just what it is.
I don't think country rap should be mainstream ever. I think it needs to stay original as long as it can.
Yep.
Because that's the only way that these country folks are going to connect with it. When somebody who really don't do this shit, don't live this life, does it, everyone can tell when you're uncomfortably doing a weird fucking looking donut on a four-wheeler that you just bought today to look country.
Or the dudes that like kind of dance while they're rapping or do their thing with their, you know, whatever, and it looks like mechanical. Like, it's weird. And don't get me wrong, like, the person I'm specifically thinking of in my head, I do like his music to this point, but I think he's on the same boat that the rest of them are on.
Like, that's sad, but that is true. We've set the bar extremely fucking high. On accident, by the way. I didn't mean it. I wasn't like, we're setting the bar really high.
It just happened.
But when in your music video, when you're riding a fucking wheelie on a YFC 450 at 50 miles an hour with one hand looking and waving at the camera, that's when the country folks are like, yo, that motherfucker really be riding that four-wheeler. I know that sounds goofy, but it's true. And see, that's why I keep going back to what the fuck do y'all want? Because you goofy fucks ain't making no sense.
Like, Church started in this lane, at least from my perspective, just fucking around. Like, I never expected it would come to this, but every time he took a step further, I was like, damn, dude, this dude's going somewhere. Like, I was just interested in it because I felt like it was another motherfucker living a similar lifestyle to me, like, making some music and shit, but he's made this a whole nother fucking thing for him. You know, like, it ain't just country rap for him no more. It's legacy. Like, and I don't know that it was necessarily ever just country rap for him, but that's just, I mean, how it came across to me. Like, at one point we were fucking around, and the next thing you know, it's like, damn, he's actually getting pretty fucking good at this shit. Like, real fucking good at this shit. And he was dope back then, to be fair.
One day, Ryan's got all these problems, man, all the problems he has. The next day, y'all are on here saying, oh, well, he ain't crazy, man. No, y'all just don't understand. Y'all just hide y'all's crazy. Which one is it? One day, I don't fucking need Upchurch on my fucking album. The next day, Man, we all want Upchurch on the album. Which one is it? Dude!
Bro, for real.
You know what's wrong?
They be saying he's flip-flopping. Like, that's so much. They like, oh, can't even keep his story straight. Bro, that's exactly what the fuck I'm seeing from the other side. I didn't say it until recently, but like, that's what I'm seeing from the other side. And then all of a sudden, the next dude's on that bandwagon, and the next dude's on that bandwagon. And it's like, at this point, I'll be completely honest with you. The only person I'm gonna be surprised by if they switch up is Church. Because there's a couple people that have switched up like I never seen that shit coming. I would have never expected. And then you see the way they talking now, and it's like, I didn't think that dude was like that. Not just because he's talking against Church, but like even the way they talk, the tone, the body language, that it's almost like they changed. So was the way you presented yourself before just an act? Or did you actually flip? Did you actually like change? I don't know, dude.
With y'all don't know who the fuck you are. You don't know where you're going. You only want to make the money. That's what the fuck is wrong with y'all. And if you're over there and you do know who you are, you know what's wrong with you? You're hanging around motherfuckers that don't know who they are. I'm here, and I started this for the country folks like myself. I wanted to be the best, most talented motherfucker for the country folks like myself.
Respect.
What are you in it for? Do you have any idea? I could write a goddamn book on why I'm doing it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make the decision for you, because really it's not your decision, it's mine. Do y'all's fucking albums by your damn self. I want no part of what y'all are doing. It looks stupid as fuck and gimmicky. Get better at music.
That's the big thing I will say about what he's saying, and I agree 100%, is it looks gimmicky. That's kind of what I was getting at with like the mechanical dancing and shit. It looks gimmicky, bro. Just be real, be yourself. If you're a prison motherfucker, be a prison motherfucker. Like for a long time, that's the persona Jelly Roll presented. Like I didn't even necessarily take him as country. I took him as, you know, whatever he was presenting himself as, but like more on the lines of like having struggled and done stupid shit and whatever else. Not so much a country boy, even if, you know, he did some country things. But there's other dudes that was naturally like, this is what they are. Like, I don't know. If you think back to the days like Danny Boone and who the fuck else? Like the really just, there's a place for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I didn't jam to that shit, and I'm not saying those aren't like mud bangers and shit like that, but it's not the same as what Church is doing. You know what I mean? So at least those dudes felt like they was being themselves. Like Just in Time's another one. I've never looked at Just in Time as a lyrical genius. I'm not obsessed enough to know like everything in his catalog, but like I listen to Just in Time because he makes me bump some shit. Like, what was that one? I'm out the window with a jar full of Sean. That was just a fucking banger. But it's different, bro. It's just different. And they're being, at least I feel like they're being themselves in those cases. They're doing what they know. These other dudes are like trying to figure out a formula and fit to something, and we don't like Hollywood for a fucking reason, bro. Because a lot of that shit is fake as fuck. Stop being fake, bro. Just stop fucking being fake.
Albums by your damn self. I want no part of what y'all are doing. It looks stupid as fuck and gimmicky. Get better at music. Get better at writing. And for God's sakes, it's country rap. Put some fucking strings in your damn songs. The country element. Your overalls ain't working. Your overalls don't make it a country song. The overall.
Yeah, like stop dressing for the part. if you want to be a rapper and rap is what you want, and you still want to, rap about whatever it is that you know, the life that you know, then do it. But don't try to fit some fucking lane like, oh, this is a lane that we gotta take over this lane. Why? This lane, a lot of this lane, especially the independent scene, is about being genuine. And I think if you guys would be genuine with yourselves, a lot of y'all could probably do something in some lane, whatever that lane may be. But trying to fit some fucking mold just isn't natural, man. It's not natural.
Overalls don't make a sound. The John Deere in the background that don't belong to you does not solidify your entire existence as a fucking country rapper.
Or paying to shoot a music video on an airfield and rent a tank and CGI some fucking planes in there. And I mean, the CGI planes I thought was pretty dope, but it was just too perfect to be real.
P.S. Use something different like a fucking Kubota or something. And if you have a problem with me, who fucking gives a fuck? A lot of people have a problem with shit they don't understand anyways. I'm gonna choose who I get to fuck with and who I make music with. And it's only one person right now, just Trey.
Fuck yeah,
He's
boy.
got more passion in this shit than all y'all combined.
Mm-hmm.
Do this shit on your fucking own. Do it without mentioning the name Upchurch, without blaming Upchurch, without what I don't even know what the fuck you call it. Fucking fake shadow dissing Upchurch. Do it on your fucking own. Okay? I'm not your topic of discussion no more. Let's see y'all do it on your own without mentioning Upchurch. Cause it's gotten so
Or
pathetic with
tagging
you
'em.
fucking onion collecting fucking actors.
Don't tag him. Don't hashtag him. Use any of his fucking Creek Squad and every... Boy, like when I search for Upchurch and I see ads from some of y'all, the fuck is that shit, bro? Tell me you ain't setting that shit up. Come on. Come on.
That you had fucking Mises, some dude I met one time fucking years and years ago, who, what do you know, is friends with Adam. You can tell, I mean, fuck, they're pretty much twins. Made a series of content to make money. And the topic was how Upchurch didn't remember him from meeting him one time fucking 7 years ago. That's y'all's art and craft y'all are doing. Y'all don't have jack shit to talk about to these people. That's why y'all don't have any storytelling songs. That's why...
No. Hang on. They do have fuck Biden and whatever else. And I know, like, Burden does some of that shit too, but not hating on Burden. But they have talk shit on Upchurch and talk about politics. That's most of what I see their videos. It's either promo now or politics. There's like nothing in between.
Why y'all have no timeless songs. It's all, I'm fucking angry. I'm fucking angry. I'm fucking angry.
Yep.
You're not a musician. You're a fucking YouTube rapper. You want to be a musician? Do shit musicians do. Because right now...
Ouch, bro.
You're doing what drama queens do. You're doing what actors do.
Damn.
Oh, what do you know? Y'all are trying to drag some mainstream shit over here. Here's the only fucking thing standing in y'all's way. Me. I gotta be on board with the shit, and I'm not. So just like I said in Pioneer, leave me alone. I ain't home. Even if you see me through the window. I show people through the music that the way I think about this shit don't change. Mm-hmm. Turbulence just came out. What does it say in Turbulence? I thought I told these fuckboys 2 years ago to leave me alone. I repeatedly just don't want to fuck with y'all, and y'all are just so mad about it. And you present...
And the funniest part is, until y'all like stepped up and started saying like, directing it like, oh, you're talking about me. It wasn't sneak dissing. It was a message. And it could apply to anybody. obviously there was somebody on mine, but y'all are the ones that made this shit public. Church, like, he left us fucking hanging on that part. I don't know how many times I was like, damn, who's he talking about? Like, who's fucking up? Like, I'm hearing little bits and pieces, like rumors around the mill, but nothing concrete. I'm like, nah, that shit ain't it. Nah, that ain't it. And then church come out and I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, damn, y'all outed yourselves.
Sent me ideas. Your ideas fucking suck. Your ideas are not better than anything I'm doing. You know who is worth spending time with?
Trey.
Just Trey. That's the only person I see right now that I want to fuck with.
Fuck yeah.
If your name ain't Just Trey, then I don't give a fuck. He don't bother nobody. He keeps his head down and he fucking works his ass off.
Yo, shout out to fucking church, man. Like, shout out to fucking church on that. Dude has made a point multiple times in this video. Like, y'all, if you're not getting the hint, go check out Just Trey. Like, for real. Like, the shining fucking promotion that this is. And I don't even know that church is necessarily doing it to promote Trey, but he's being real about it. And in the process, he's promoting the fuck out of Trey. Like, that's so fucking dope, man. That is so fucking dope. And that's, like, having this kind of public support from church, like, people who could question it early on when he would tag church or he would tag, you know, Creek Squad or any of that kind of shit, and people, what the fuck, you dick riding church? No, church is actually approving of it. Like, flat the fuck out, you can see it right here. Like, he's got his blessing, for real. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I hate that it took this long to finally get him on an album with church or a song with church, but I'm happy as hell that it happened now. Fucking for real. Shit's a banger, bro. Shit's a fucking banger.
No gimmicks. No nothing. So that's what I'm gonna do. Keep hashtagging me and talking about me. It's not gonna fucking matter. Keep making videos about what's wrong with me. It's not gonna fucking matter. The only real issue that y'all actually have, it seems, is I'm standing in your way. And I'm not even standing in your way. I'm standing where I've been standing the whole fucking time. Get your own fucking spot.
Facts. Facts. And that goes back to genuine. You know, being fucking genuine. And that's just something these dudes, I think they could if they wanted to. But they're not. They flat out refuse to fucking just be themselves, man. Be yourself. Be a genuine motherfucker and stop worrying about copying something, fitting some fucking formula, any of that shit. Like, that, I see what he's saying about the moves just being like, sure, you might not be a record label. I don't know if there is one or not, but your moves are like a record label. And you can promote people and support people without having this like weird, if you're not with us, you're against us. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Just look at how Church and Trey are. Look at how it was before Chase Matthews signed to a record label and he was working with Church. Did it ever feel like Chase or fucking Trey had to do a certain thing for Church or anything? Like, did the actions seem like they were just all the same as the rest of them? But you look at a bunch of these dudes that are associated with that. If you know who it is, you know who it is. I'm not going to out people. But I'm seeing like at least 10 motherfuckers that are all doing a similar thing. Like, at first it was cool, all these dudes worked together on a song. And, oh, they must be friends, they worked on another song. Wait a second. Why does all this start to feel the same? Like, the first, probably even 10 times that I was starting to see these, like, dope fucking feature collabs, whatever, I was like, hell yeah. And now looking back on it, like, with a lot of this shit, it's been kind of weird the whole time. And especially now, it's obvious as fuck in a lot of those music videos. I try not to say it when I react to them. But, like, you're looking at it like, bro, why does this feel so fucking fake? You know? I can't beat it to death anymore, man. It's just... It's sus. Alright, y'all like this reaction video, go ahead, smash that like button down below. Thank you guys for commenting, sharing, and subscribing. As always, Church's channel is down in the description below. And, yeah, appreciate y'all being here. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.